What's up, Goblin Nation? It's Jibrian back with another video. Man, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Huh?
Now, we all know Railseas is about to take over when it releases, but that's probably months away since Rail Games confirmed it ain't dropping in December. I know, some of you are going to disagree, but they definitely said that in their last video. Now, it's easy to be disappointed, but we do have some good news for you guys. There's another huge game coming out, and it's been years in the making, so you know it's worth getting excited over. The name of the game is Jujutsu Infinite, and it's a name I've been hearing for a long time, but I never really took a good look since there's all these games like Grand Kaizen and that stuff you kind of hear, and some of them never come out, so I didn't really want to get my hopes up. But we have breaking news, and by breaking I mean it's like a week old, but you know, you can't win them all. Jujutsu Infinite has announced it's releasing in December, and personally I don't think it's going to get delayed because that's like literally this month, and to me it seems really confident that they're giving the month of, you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to say it's going to come out in like 4 months because obviously unexpected things can happen, but if you're saying this soon, you're probably mostly done. Obviously a lot of people have covered the game, but I want to go over why I'm personally looking forward to playing, along with what the game's like, because honestly I didn't really know how the gameplay was. Like, it could have been a Battlegrounds game as far as I knew, you know what I mean? Anyways, before I get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've gained a lot of members and it's always nice to see the Goblin Nation grow. I normally cover Railseas stuff, but I branch out occasionally when a game piques my interest, so join the Goblin Nation in the description for my Discord. Alright, let's not waste any more time and get into the topic of the video. Now, as you might know, you need a tester to play the game early, and obviously I didn't get that, so I'll be using this guy's footage, so shout out to him. I'll try to edit it so, you know, I'm not just copying what he said. Check out his channel, he goes a lot more in depth than I'm gonna do. So the first thing we're gonna look at is the main menu. It looks pretty clean. As you can see, there are character slots, so that's always a huge bonus for me. Character slots are always a really good way to test out builds without having to just like delete your entire
right
save.
Right? So when you get in here, you get like,
and then you can see here you actually spin for slots. This kind of reminds me of Shindo Life, the way you spin for Bloodlines.
You also get pity for special rates for those people that don't get lucky.
Spinning. You can even see they have an innate bag at the top left, very similar to the Bloodline bag from Shindo Life. So maybe they were inspired by that. Oh, and before I forget, I'd like to mention that this has console support, mobile support, and PC support, which is always a pleasant surprise. Another thing that pleasantly surprised me was just how many different modes there are. A lot of these games are just kind of an open world, maybe a PvP mode, but this game has like a bunch of different ways you can farm loot and, you know, level up. The first are these missions. I believe these are similar to the kind you would probably end up doing for a bandit beater. Most of them I've seen seem to say like go somewhere, kill people. The second one, there's a PvP mode, there's ranked, there's a whole like battle royale mode which is coming soon. I don't know if that'll be on release, but it's something to look forward to either way. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the exchange event is going to be because I would have guessed it's a battle royale, but I don't think they're just going to do another battle royale. So maybe there's like monsters and players. That could be pretty cool. They also have a mode where you can just like fight bosses, so it doesn't sound like you'll have to like work your way to them or anything. You can just kind of select the boss you want and then fight it, and then they all have drops, obviously. And the last mode would have to be investigations, which would send you to like a map where you'd fight a bunch of enemies and then proceed through a level. I think these are probably most comparable to like a dungeon. You know, there's a lot of games where you go through dungeons to fight enemies. Now, these activities all have different levels you can do them at, so you have to work your way through them. I believe each one is like based on a town. There are like 5 towns and you need to level up your grade to move on to the next one. So there's a bit of a level cap in place. As far as the rewards go, it's not just materials. You can get weapons or armor as like drops, and if you can't get the super rare drops, they even have like an exchange system, so you can turn materials into the object you're grinding for. That way, if you have terrible luck, you're guaranteed to get it eventually, which I really like. It's kind of like a pity system for spinning, except it's for grinding, which is cool. Another really cool thing about the game is that it has a faction system. You can play as a sorcerer, like a Jujutsu sorcerer, a rogue, or a curse. So they're each like different factions that work against each other and fight. I think the best comparison would be like in all the Bleach games you can play as like a Quincy or a, you know, a Soul Reaper, like that kind of thing. Now, what's really cool is that they're designing a map that represents all 3 factions, and they're gonna have like a type of mode that where all the factions fight on it. I kind of like it. It feels like an eternal war is kind of going on, and you're just kind of joining, and you can just hop in and fight, and then you'll earn faction rewards, which are different than, you know, the normal rewards. So it's like a clan, but it's like a global clan, which is cool. Factions are a cool system because not everyone has friends they can make a clan with. And speaking of clans, this game also does have a clan system. You can make a clan, manage it, and, you know, obviously you can recruit your friends. Now, I don't really know if there's going to be specific rewards to your clan. Maybe there are benefits. Maybe they're going to add a clan war like system too. That could be cool. But, you know, we just have to wait and see. This game does seem to have a lot of depth to it. Usually Roblox games, it's kind of hard to tell just how long you'll be able to play them with before you do everything. As you can see, some of the visuals are pretty cool, and I think something that really gets me excited is just like the loot, because a lot of these games don't let you get armor or anything like that. You just kind of create a character, pick the clothing, and you're done. And in this game you can actually run missions and get drops, so that's something, you know, that'll last a while, I think, and they can always update that more and more. Oh, and another really cool thing is this game's gonna have trading, so there's gonna be a whole economy people can use. Another way to get stuff when you're just not lucky. Now, another thing this game does really well is they have really cool visuals when it comes to curse techniques and a lot of the domains. I didn't really show them before, so I'm just gonna show them now. Man, sometimes it's so funny to me that like Roblox developers are out here making better anime games than official studios, because half of those fighting games just suck, but the visuals in these are amazing, so there's a lot to look forward to here. Although I have to add that I just think it's so funny when they have the coolest visuals and then like the developer's avatar is just like the goofiest Roblox character you've ever seen. It's just like a star exploding behind him, but then he's got like bacon hair. Oh, and in case you were wondering, this game is going to have domain clashing, so that's awesome. Honestly, after looking into this game, I got way more excited for its release than I was before. It went from like not even being on my radar to now it's like, I know I'm going to make videos on it, so that's going to be cool. I think the only thing they could really mess up is just not having enough abilities or curses or techniques or whatever, but it seems like they already have a lot, along with weapons. Like, there's going to be no shortage, so look forward to that. And that's it for the video. Hopefully I convinced you. If I didn't, well, there's always real C's. If you got this far, you definitely owe me a like and subscribe. And if you don't, yikes.